Welcome to CAN TV 21 Hotline. Let's talk etiquette. Once again, we have the opportunity to be here with you to bring you a terrific show on a terrific subject. But before we get started on that wonderful subject, let me introduce you to my co-host, Madam Georgia Selmon, etiquette maven extraordinary. Welcome once again. So happy that you're here with us.
And I am delighted to be here with you on Let's Talk Etiquette.
Doesn't she say that word so well?
Yes,
etiquette.
yes. We have an awesome subject for this evening, and I'm totally excited about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. The thing with this subject is so enriching and so invigorating, and just something that we know has such great meaning, such great value, such purpose. If anything has purpose, etiquette has purpose.
Yes, it does.
And so we're very happy to have you here.
Thank you.
And have you there. So please do not hesitate to give us a call. That number is 312. It's not on the screen. I don't know why it's not there. Well, hopefully you know the number. I don't have it right there before me to be able to give it to you, and I do apologize for that. But anyway, if you know the number, give us a call, okay? That's our number.
Okay.
That's our number. But anyway, back to the subject at hand, and that's what we're going to put on the overhead so that you'll get a chance to see what the subject. Let me go back to here first so I can set this up. I haven't set it up yet. What we decided to do for the show today is to go through some of our old curriculum. Yes, we have tons of curriculum from elementary school, kindergarten through college.
Yes.
And so we said we'll devote a few shows to just giving you a sampling of our curriculum and why etiquette is such an important subject. So this is why we have to let you know what we're going to be talking about. Now this will make sense. So I'll go to it over here so you can see it. Now remember, we're going to be talking about curriculum that we taught in schools, and we started with what this is a first or second grade class here, and how we explain to them what the value of etiquette is and what it means. So here's the curriculum that we give to our students.
We first start out with the definition. What is etiquette? What does the word etiquette means? And we tell our students it's having good manners, having excellent social skills, and accepted standards of behavior.
Yes.
Those are the very fundamentals.
That's the basics.
Yes.
A child needs to understand the meaning of etiquette. If it has any value to them, you have to start educating them exactly what that word means. And so you just recently had the opportunity to deal with that word. So give us a little background on your experience.
Well, we went into another maven, and I went to one of the Chicagoland schools and during the summer, and I think it was a 5 or 6 week training session, and we started out with just the very basics of the word etiquette.
Yes.
And our challenge was to have the kids to learn, first of all, how to spell etiquette.
Right.
And we went through this lesson like every day, the spelling of the word etiquette. Yes. And once we get them to understand and to spell the word etiquette, we start teaching the meaning of the word etiquette.
Yes.
What does etiquette means?
Yes.
And I tell you, they were totally excited about the word. They was excited about learning how to spell the word etiquette.
Yes.
And then once we helped them to understand the great value of that word, having good manners, knowing and when to say thank you, and may I, and excuse me. It all just made sense to them, and they absolutely loved that the 6 series
of the subject.
Yes.
And the way we set this up, just to let you take another look at this layout here, we set it up where the child can write in, if it's good manners, it says, what does manners mean? See? So what is good, when you ask a question, when you state good manners and you want to let them know what does good manners mean. And so just give us some insight on, how they responded when they were asked that, what does a good manners?
Well, we did a lot of role play.
Yes.
So we didn't just present the word and the subject matter. We included role play. And for example, I would have one student to come up and ask me or ask my partner, can she have something?
Yes.
And I said, now the appropriate expression is, may I please borrow your pen?
Yes.
Miss Selmon.
So much of a difference.
Yes. Or, excuse me, Miss Selmon, may I?
Yes.
So, and it made, the kids were just ecstatically happy about having to go through an exercise where they're using proper manners and social skills that make sense.
Makes sense.
So it was fun. It was exciting.
Yes.
And the kids gravitated to the subject and was just excited and anxious. I think role play
is a great way to teach.
Absolutely.
It is a great way to teach, because then they are interacting and engaging with you on an intellectual level. Because now they have to think and reason as to why they would say, as an example, excuse me, before they ask the question.
Yes.
And today, children just walk up and ask you a question without even acknowledging the fact that they want your attention.
Well, we had the wrong way and we had the correct way.
Right.
So we had a student to walk up and just blurt out, not say excuse me, blurt out, and they saw the difference.
Yes. And as an example, did you deal with language skills, like you can say may I, or you can say can I? Can I have something? Excuse me, can I, or should it be may I?
We
so I know those little subtleties.
Yes.
Right. Are
may
important.
I. Absolutely.
Yes.
And it made sense to them.
It does.
And they gravitated to the correct way to do it.
Right.
And they were excited about it.
And I'm excited about using these curriculums. And this information here, you can use it 10 years from now. It's the same thing. It doesn't change. So I'm going to put another one up so that our viewers, and this is on another basic subject that is one of our curriculums. And what you see is just a single sheet handout. And would you do us the honors?
Yes. The etiquette of kindness and honesty. Kindness and honesty.
Yes.
What does it mean to be kind?
Yes.
What does it mean to be honest?
Yes.
And we go over that with the kids. What do you think it means to be kind? How does it make you feel to be kind?
Yes.
How do you think the person that you're being kind to feel when you are being kind?
Right. Those are it's basic fundamental etiquette. It's the fundamentals of etiquette and how to interact and interrelate with your fellow human being. And if you do it in an appropriate, proper way, it enhances who you are and it shows respect for the other person.
Yes.
Right? So let's read that one more time. Let's put it back up there and look at that again.
Okay. Yes. The etiquette of kindness and honesty. Question, what does it mean to be kind? What does it mean to be honest? What does it mean to be kind?
Now, what was the answer that we actually have here? Answer 1.
I believe in being kind to others because I am a good person.
That's why I believe. How did you deal with that in the class when the students read that, or you read it to them? I mean, how did they interact or relate to that?
It made sense to them.
I'm a good person.
Absolutely.
That's why, that's for them to identify themselves as a good person. What was some of the reaction you got?
It was very positive.
Yes.
When you're kind to other people, it makes you feel good.
Yes.
At least me. When I'm kind to others, I have such a gratification from that.
Yes.
Just being giving
Yes.
to someone,
Right.
and feeling good about having the opportunity to give someone something.
Yes.
It makes me feel good.
Yes.
And we go through that process with our students, and we ask them. You know, we let them role play.
Yes.
Give your person. Let them use your watercolors. Let them use your crayons.
Yes.
And see what it feels like to let someone borrow something from you.
Yes.
And see how it makes you feel.
Right.
And then when we go through that exercise, then they tell me how they felt.
Yes.
And normally they say, it's a good feeling, Miss Selmon.
Right.
It's a good feeling.
Right.
So,
and see, those are the kinds of things that we want to engender into our young people so that they have a sense of the value of being kind. The consequences are so enormous
yes.
when you don't instill that kind of emotion within your younger children. Because 10 years from now, if they have that same value, they have incorporated that value into
They don't lose it.
They don't lose it.
No.
So they are not apt to be doing some of the insane things.
No, they will take that into the workplace.
Yes.
So when you learn these basic fundamentals early on,
Yes.
it stays.
It stays
You don't
with you.
forget.
You don't forget. You adopt them into your values.
You absolutely
Right.
So you'll walk into your place of employment and you'll say good morning,
Yes.
and you'll
With a
feel
smile.
good about saying good morning.
Yes. Yes.
And can I be of service to you this
Yes,
morning?
yes.
It's just those simple courtesies and
Yes.
simple kindness expressions
Mm-hmm.
that really, really, truly makes you feel good about yourself
Yes.
and whoever you're interacting with.
Wherever you're going to act. That's so true. Let's look at this second one here so that we can kind of get a better understanding of the second answer. Answer with 2.
Okay, answer. I believe in being honest because I am a good person. If you think you are an honest person, tell the class why you think you are an honest person. And you'd be surprised.
The answers they come
how-
up with. Yes. That sincerity that comes out of them.
Yes.
And these are what, second graders?
Well, actually, we went from,
Fourth graders?
we had first, second, third, and fourth.
And fourth graders.
So we have first through fourth graders. And
Yes.
trust me, each grade level responded so positively about the subject and the curriculum. It was
Yes.
just,
Yes.
it makes you want to do it all the time with them.
I know. And we would love to have been able to videotape our class like that because of the genuineness of the students. They're so genuine at that. They don't have any sense of being deceptive.
No.
They don't, they're just allowing themselves to be human and to be a part of what life is all about. And so this was a great curriculum. And how many we did how many on that for that class? We had about 13 or 14.
Oh my! Well, we
Session.
presented the curriculum to all grade level, from first through the fourth grade, and so all of the different grade levels received the information.
Right.
And as I said, each grade level, the kids were very responsive, and we just incorporated the role play to really, for them to have actual hands-on and be physically involved with
yes.
the information.
Yes, yes.
And it worked, just wonders.
Right, yes, it does. And this is the other half of it. Let me get that lined up for you. You could read that.
Oh, simple. What does it mean to be friendly? What does it mean to be trustworthy?
Yes.
And we asked the students, we asked them, what does it mean to be friendly?
Yes.
And what does it mean to be trustworthy?
Concept of friendliness.
Yes.
Yes, that's so important. So what type of answers that you may remember that you got that you felt was, what does it mean to be friendly?
Well, the first, a lot of times you have students who come into the classroom after the class has started.
Okay.
after the school year has started.
Yes.
And we'll use something like that as an example.
Yes.
So if a new student comes into your class, what do you do to make that person feel a part of? What friendly thing can you do to make that new student feel connected and a part of the class?
Yes.
And the kids just,
That's so important too.
oh, they give all kind of great examples.
Yes.
I'll invite the student to sit at my table. Or I'll ask the new person if they want to share my lunch.
Right.
They come up with some of the most creative ways to show friendliness.
And inviting that young person to be a part of this group.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
And friendliness. Also, it includes being able to do something with your partner, your counterpart.
Your counterpart, right?
If your other student doesn't have crayons, then being friendly is allowing them to use yours.
Yes, yes, and making them feel more comfortable.
Exactly.
Let's see what else you have on there that's interesting on this particular lesson.
Okay. I believe I am a friendly person because I enjoy my relationship with my friends. Number 2, it says, I believe I am a trustworthy person because I am honest. So we asked them, how do you define yourself as being honest? What have you done that shows honesty?
Yes. They come up with some interesting answers.
Absolutely, they do. They'll tell you all kinds. Well, I'm honest because if I find something, then I'll go around and ask, did you lose this? Or,
Right.
Children are they're like little adults.
Adults, right?
And that's why they're very ready to learn the important things about etiquette, and they're excited about it. And actually, they take that information home.
Right, they do. They share with their parents.
Share with their parents.
Right.
And they're excited to do it.
Yes, what I learned today in class, in etiquette class.
Yes.
Right. Well, one of the things that is very, very helpful in the classroom, if one student says that this is how I behave when I want to express being friendly, the other students hear that, and even if they didn't think about it, they then can relate to that examples like you said about the crayons, okay, or some other means to express that they are friendly or that they are kind to their fellow students. So let's go to the next one on there and see what's on that lesson.
Okay. I believe in doing the right thing because it makes me feel good. I believe in doing the right thing because it makes me feel good. You'd be surprised how creative young people are. They are extremely creative. And if parents and older siblings take time with younger kids, and even if parents take time with their teenagers, you'd be surprised the conversations that'll come out. People get so busy. We're in such a society or culture today where everybody they're doing their own little individual technology thing.
Right.
And we've gotten away from that one-on-one
interaction
with one another and that one-on-one conversation with each other.
Yes.
And one of the things that I encouraged the students that we worked with this summer, I said, take some information home and use it and see what kind of reaction you get from your parents or your older siblings. Take it home and see what they say.
Yes.
And they were pretty excited to do that.
Oh, wow. I'm sure they were. And in the one-on-one that you mentioned is so important because then you have an opportunity to learn from the other person, be it facial expressions, be it diction, be it all of the things that they are able to express themselves, not just verbally, but visually. And so they learn from just having that kind of interaction with someone that they think is their friend or someone is their associates. So you want to move on to the last one here, Steve? How did you close out this particular lesson for that day?
Yes, if you believe in doing the right thing, tell the class why it is important for you to do what is right. What is right?
Yes.
Well,
so what type of reaction did you get
very
to that one?
positive. You know, if you believe in doing the right thing, okay. If you believe in doing the right thing, then
You want to put it back up?
well, I can just read it from
Okay,
here.
go ahead.
If you believe in doing the right thing, tell the class why it is important for you to do what is right.
So they had to get up and explain to the class.
Absolutely.
Why?
First of all, what is the right thing?
Yes.
And why is it important that you adhere and do the right thing?
Oh, I can
And
hear
then
that.
I'll give them a scenario. You know, for example, if someone is trying to cut in front of you, how do you address that without being angry and getting angry?
Yes.
What do you say? What is the right thing to say?
Right. Yes.
And they'll come up with the answer.
Yes.
They'll come up, excuse me, but I was standing here first. You know, something. Kids are extremely creative.
They are.
They are extremely creative.
They are.
And it was just a joy to do that workshop this summer. It was indeed a real joy.
Yes. These are great basic human lessons on how to interact and engage with your fellow human beings. And that's something as important as math, as important as any other discipline that they're learning in school. Perhaps it's the most important because it's the overarching relationship that they will have with not only their students, their teachers, but also in the workplace once they become adults.
Absolutely.
They have the right social skills.
That's right.
To be able to engage and interact with their fellow workers.
And learn.
And supervisors.
That's right.
And all of that.
And learn anything.
And learn
anything. If the basics and the fundamentals of etiquette is a part of the curriculum, being kind, having self-respect, having good social skills, you could teach anything.
You can teach anything. And you can do almost anything.
You can teach anything.
And go almost anywhere with those skills.
Absolutely. But bottom line, you can teach any subject matter.
Yes.
When you have a classroom full of young people that are honorable, that are respectful, that have good behavior, you can teach any subject matter.
Yeah, you can. and it's so much easier to be able to teach a classroom of students who understand their role and their place in the classroom.
Yes.
Because we all have a role in society. And some of the lessons that you may have covered this summer is, what is your role in society?
Yes.
You know, and how do you adhere to that role in relationships to your other fellow human beings? You know, so this could be taught to not just second, third, and fourth graders. It could be taught to high school students.
It should be an ongoing lesson. It should be an ongoing lesson plan.
Absolutely.
It really should be.
Every year.
Every grade level. Every grade level. It should be an ongoing, because what it does is prepare you for the real world.
Yes.
When you walk out with such social skills, it's preparing you for IBM. It's Microsoft Word. It's preparing you for any place that you may want to go and have some success, because you will have the right behavior and the right manners to get what you want successfully.
And this is great. We've used it at the high school level because you need to remind the 14 to 15 to 16 year old, they need to be reminded of what it is to be kind.
Well, maybe next
and
week,
courteous.
yes, maybe next week we can come with the curriculum for the high school.
Perfect idea.
Is that a good idea?
Absolutely, and even at the college level, these disciplines are important throughout the entire educational process,
Yes.
and that's why we at the Etiquette Foundation feel so strongly about this subject, so committed to this subject, because it's not just one little tiny piece; it's the entire area of social behavior
Yes.
and conscious behavior. And so please support us, give us a call. I think we're running out of time, but so let's put our information up here so you can contact us. And you can reach us via phone at 312-473-2942, or you can send us an email at info@efoi.org. We'd love to hear from you. If you don't get an answer on the phone, please send us an email, and we would be very appreciative, and we'll definitely respond to you. So that 28 minutes went by pretty fast.
Yes, it did. Yes,
Too
it did.
fast. We have a stack of other curriculums for her class, and we didn't get a chance to even get into any of those. That was just one class, and it took us 28 minutes to cover.
Yes.
So I will conclude with that by thanking you for listening and tuning us in. And please tune us in next Wednesday at 7:30 here at CAN TV 21. And I will allow this lady to say the finals to our good evening.
Well, thank you for joining us. We hope to see you back next week. Please call in.
Yes.
We would love to hear from you.
Yes.
And until next week, have a good rest of your week. Good night.
Good evening.